welcome to another interview. I'm joined by Harsha Haridas, the first runner-up of Miss South India 2024.
Harsha Haridas, the first runner-up of Miss South India 2024. So Harsha, looking back, what are some things you're very glad you did and followed through and you're very proud? So what are some things like that?
So looking back, there are quite a lot of things that I've accomplished that I was like really, scared to take that leap. But I didn't give up on it, and I was ready to take a call. So one of such things would be giving up on my 9-to-5 job and following my passion. So I was working in corporate right after college. I got placed and I was working there. There was stability, consistency, and everything that a person looks for in a job. But I was not satisfied because I knew that that's not where I belong. So I wanted to try something different, and it was tough. It was hard at first. So I had my fair share of doubts and insecurities, and I was really skeptical if I should be following my heart and taking this big leap. But with the right support and right mindset, I am happy that I could do that, and I'm here, like where I am today. So that is one thing that I'm proud of. And
How did you start with pageantry? How did you get into this?
So pageantry is something that I've always wanted to try, but I never got the time, and I never had the support before I was done with college. So I wanted to start earning and use my own money to take part in pageants. So when I got my first job, I was really overwhelmed and I was really looking forward to the next pageant. But then I had started doing shows and shoots as well. So it was really hard for me to find time for both, because weekdays I was working and weekends I'll have shows or shoots or something. So my health started falling and it was really stressful. And at that time, I couldn't focus on pageantry. So then when I left my job, I was like, okay, now I have some savings and I have my family support as well. I have the time that I've been looking for. So this is a right time to follow it.
Did you know someone in the industry personally?
Yeah, I knew quite a lot of people who had already accomplished in this industry. I've worked with some of the veterans in this industry, but it was not in Kerala. In Kerala, I've worked with only very few people, but in Bangalore, I knew a lot of directors and choreographers, and I had the right mentors and everything. But in Kerala, I didn't have any.
Okay, and when you started off with pageantry, what are some things that you prioritize working on?
So the first and foremost thing would be like my perspective, because I believe that more than physical beauty, pageantry focuses on empowerment and expression. So you should know how to express yourself and make yourself heard. So I started working on my perspectives, but I didn't want to literally prepare for a Q&A round for a pageant, because I wanted it to be honest, candid, and spontaneous. So I kept reading a lot, but not answers to the questions that were previously asked or anything. I heard that, okay, most of the people prepare for previously asked questions, but I didn't want to go that way. In general, I started reading a bit.
Then you would panic when you're asked an unexpected question or something. So if you didn't prepare, but
so I just wanted my answers.
And what was the walk?
Walk is something that I had before, because I was doing RAM. So I got groomed by Anand, Maheshwaran, and Salam for that. I started doing my shows with them. My first ever fashion show was with them in Bangalore. So I've done a fashion show in Kochi before that, but that was just I really wanted to give it a shot, and I gave it a shot, and I left at that. So professionally, I started with them, and then when I started, I didn't have any base. I didn't know how to walk in heels. I didn't know how to walk on stage. So I got the right grooming and support from them. And with few shows, I could build my confidence as well. So walk was not a problem for me because of that. So I was groomed and I had practice. That it is something that I do almost every week. So walk was not a problem for me at all. But preparation-wise, pageant-wise, and RAM walk is a lot different. Because RAM walk, we are working for a designer. You're carrying a garment. So we should have that poker face, and our expressions should be subtle. Like we shouldn't outshine the garment. But for a pageant, we are expressing ourselves. So the walk is a lot different. So that a bit of toning and grooming, I did it myself. Like I was looking at the mirror and doing it.
So, Harsha, what are some aspects of pageant that you really enjoy most and some that make you nervous?
So the part that I really enjoyed the most was getting along with all these girls. Like I got to meet a lot of like-minded people. Maybe because our passion and our profession were kind of similar. We all were part of this industry. Like we had a lot in common, I see. And I got to talk to a lot of like-minded people. So sharing the stage and spending time with them was like the most enjoyable. Yeah. And the hardest part would be, the initial nervousness that we get on stage. I was a little bit nervous, but not very scared. Because of the previous ramp experience and the stage experience that I have, I was not really scared, but even then I was nervous. Like, especially for the first pageant, which was Miss Queen Kerala, that happened in May 2024. So I was like, though I believe that, okay, I can do it, I can ace it, and everything. When I went on stage, I went blank for like, the first half. Until my introduction. Yeah, until my turn came, I didn't hear anybody.
Oh, okay.
So I was just blank. But when I got the mic, I was like, okay, the stage is mine. This is my time to express. This is the only chance that I get. It's now or never. So I went on and I could speak well, thank God.
And how's the grooming like before the pageant?
The grooming for me was like, I really enjoyed it. Because like I said, I
groom on exactly like your walk and...
Yes. So it is not just one area. They focus on all the areas. So initially there was this, grooming for question answers and like your perspectives and how well you can talk. Actually, that depends on person to person. That differs from person to person because everyone will have a different wavelength. Everyone will have their strengths and weaknesses. Like one person will be like someone will be good at walking, but the other person will be good at answering and talking. So someone who is like equally good at everything, they're blessed. So that they don't have anything to like, really focus on or work on. But there are people who are like picking up on the areas that they were a bit weaker. And for me, I didn't feel that, okay, I needed special grooming on any of the areas because talking is something that I always do. And walking is something that I used to do for a living.
And what was your talent round?
Oh, talent round is something that, okay, for me, it was the hardest part because I had prepared a dance, but I fell sick. I fell sick during the grooming days and I was really not able to.
In Miss South India?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was not really able to dance and I was like, I don't even have a backup. What do I do? So that was one of the challenges that I came across. And then I decided to do an MC. So I introduced everyone and I actually MC'd for the talent round, talent run that day. So that went out well, actually.
Okay. And Judge told you that you were very relaxed and smiling throughout the pageant. So how do you think you managed that? What are some tips to have a good stage presence?
So I think it all depends on how well, you can carry yourself, you can carry the garment, and you're doing justice to the garment and to everyone present there by being pleasant and having a smile on your face. So, like the first and foremost thing that you need to be is be confident. So if you're confident, nothing can scare you. Nothing can possibly intimidate you, like no matter how big or small the stage is. So just believe in yourself and believe that, okay, like people are there to admire you. You are there. Most of the people can't be there. So you finally got there. You've got a chance at expressing yourself and you're not going to screw that by being nervous or being pessimistic. So being optimistic is a key. Just have a positive attitude. Be pleasant throughout. So that, smile can convey how pleasant and positive you are. So even if you like fumble or make mistakes on stage, people might overlook that because of your positivity and your pleasant face. So that is something that I had in mind and that is something that I follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what were your thoughts when the winners were announced and also when Judge said that, please don't worry if you didn't win or anything? What did you think?
So for me, like, I was not there with the mindset that I have to win. But I was there with the mindset that, okay, I have to do my best.
Because you didn't have any outside pressure of your family didn't pressure you.
My family was completely supportive of my choices, and they were like, okay, this is something that I've been like wanting to do since like forever. So you have to give your best. This is the only day that you get. So it's like now or never. It's like to give your best. Rest is upon everyone else. So like you don't get a say in what the judges decide, and you've got nothing to do with who is gonna win and who's gonna lose. So what is in your control is your performance. So your energy, that is your performance. That is all that you can focus on, right? So I decided to give my best. I was like not in a very good shape. I was not in a very good health that day. But still I decided to be positive and pleasant throughout. And I think that is the reason that I got there. Like maybe if I was okay of the mindset that okay, I have to win. And if I had that constant pressure from within or from outside, that would have actually had a negative impact on it.
So even after getting second runner-up in Miss Queen Kerala, like did that make you more nervous in Miss South India, or did it help you be more confident, or did you just not get it into you?
Actually, it helped me a lot. It helped me in building the confidence because Miss Queen Kerala was my first ever try at pageantry, like I said. And I just did that for fun.
Yeah.
I was there just because I was enjoying it. And I wanted to do that. Like I've said before, so the only chances that I regret are the ones that I've never taken. So this is something that I've always wanted to do. And I didn't want to miss out on that. That was the only reason I gave a shot at that pageant. And just because I was enjoying it, I was being myself, though I was a little bit nervous at first, I could actually do well, I felt.
Right.
So I followed the same thing here. I was like, okay, see, I was enjoying it. I was just being in it. I was doing it for fun. And that brought out the best version of me on stage. So I'll follow that only.
Okay. And who are some people that inspire you throughout, supported you and all that?
So obviously my first,
you look up to in general?
Yes. And I think my parents. Because my parents, my family as a whole, my parents and my brother were really supportive throughout. So my brother is like, he's younger to me. He's very small and he's still in college. He's studying and all. But he's someone who's mature enough to understand my passion, and he was ready to make adjustments for that. He was like, see, you're leaving your job. I know that. And he helped me, present it to my dad and mom. And they were also supportive of my decision because they knew how badly I wanted to do what I loved. So initially, everyone had their fair share of doubts for obvious reasons. Like consistency, stability, all these were factors. So my parents were initially worried, but they were like, okay, see, give it a shot, we'll help you. So even if it is financially or otherwise, whatever you need for the pageant, we'll be there to support you with the best. And my best friend as well, he was there throughout. So I had, consistent support, which is one of the, which is one of my blessings, I would say. Not everyone will get that kind of support. Yeah. So at first it was hard for me to convince my family that I wanted to follow modeling because everyone looks down upon modeling.
Yeah, they do say that there's a lot of competition, comparison.
Not everyone would support your dream of following modeling as a career, especially in brown families like ours. So initially, my parents had their doubts too, for obvious reasons. And then when I started with it, when I really wanted to, follow my passion by leaving everything else, by leaving my job, my 9-to-5 job, they were supportive because they got to know how badly I wanted to do that, how passionate I was about what I wanted to do. So they were like, okay, so even if there are struggles, we'll help you out. So they were there throughout. And then all the mentors, all the groomers that I worked with, the very first one that I worked with, Anand Maheshwaran and Salam Coach. So they are my mentors in that industry, I would say. So working with them has helped me build a lot of confidence because they always work with the top models of Bangalore. And my first ever show was with them. So I was like, I want to be like them. So I had that forever in my heart, and I was like, okay, that is when I realized how badly I wanted to be on stage and what high it gave me.
Okay, and Harsha, if you were to spend a day completely disconnected from media, what would you do? Some activity that doesn't involve your phone or anything.
Okay, so that is pretty easy for me. That is not even like hard because when I'm with my family, I get carried away talking to them. I'll forget that okay, I have a phone and I have to look for updates. No, I don't do that.
Like all your days off you spend with your family.
Yeah, I love spending time with my family.
Any other activity you want to pick up on? Any hobby?
I've tried pretty much everything that I wanted to. I'm not a very adventure person, but like my life is only an adventure because like if there is something that I wanted to do, I'll do it at any cost. Yeah. But like adventure, sport, and all of these things, I've never tried. So I've never had an interest in trying those either. So except for that, everything else that I wanted to try, I've tried it at any cost. Even if I had to leave something else behind for that, I've done that.
Do you follow a strict diet, workout, anything?
So I'm not a person who hits the gym, but I used to work out at home. So following a diet is like really hard for me because I can't stay away from rice.
What about your skincare?
Skincare, actually, lots and lots of moisturizer and no sunscreen before going out. That's the only thing that I do. I don't wear makeup. But my industry, my profession demands it because of that I'm having to use makeup for shoots and shows. Other than that, when I'm going out, I don't wear makeup. So like minimize the use of makeup, take care of your skin properly by drinking plenty of water. Keeping yourself hydrated is the best thing that you can do for your skin.
Okay. And for someone doing photo shoots for first time, what would you advise them?
So I believe that okay, modeling or doing shows is all about having a personality. It's not about your looks alone. So looks is very subjective. I believe that beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So work on your personality, have a pleasing personality, be pleasant, be camera friendly, don't be rigid, be super flexible and cool and candid. People will love that. And when it comes to posing, there are like a lot of beginner's guide and stuff. So you can actually follow that to get an idea of how to pose and how to get started in modeling. And then take care of your skin and hair, which is like the basic things that you can do. But there is no such thing as like a certain complexion or a certain kind of figure is more attractive than the others, especially in print and shows. You'll get a lot of requirements for all skin types, all body types. So there's body positivity in that. So like its modeling is, always stereotyped as something that has no body positivity. But I believe that there's plenty of body positivity. It's just about like lack of awareness. Yeah. So you have to know your strengths and try to bring that out in front of the camera.
Right. Thank you, Harsha. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Feel the freshness. Feel the softness. DQ 78 TFM Grade 1 Soap.
Alcazar watches. Luxury you can wear.